Hi everyone, Andrew Irvine here, and it's another series of From the Ground Up, where we meet with Australia's entrepreneurs, hear about their journeys and what makes them tick. And today we have an absolute treat for you. I'm super excited that we're going to have a conversation with an absolute legend of Australian motorsport, Jamie Whincup, the Managing Director of AAA Race Engineering. Well, Jamie, what a pleasure to meet you here in Brisbane.
Welcome. Welcome
thanks
to
for
AAA.
having us. Look, before we go into the business, what an amazing career you had. 7 championships, 4 Bathurst series. If you think back at your whole career, what was the highlight?
Thank you first and foremost. But yeah, of course, there are plenty of highlights along the way. And what springs to mind is Bathurst 2015. We started the race. I crashed in qualifying. Started on the back row.
Yeah.
We got to the front of the pack. I made another mistake. We went a lap and 3/4 down. Somehow we got back on to leading the race on the last lap.
Yeah.
We were about to steal the race and we ran out of petrol with half a lap to go. We ended up rolling across the line and finished 5th. But for me, we got to the end of the weekend and we absolutely did everything we could. We performed at a high level. Finished 5th. It wasn't the win, but that was one of the greatest achievements, yeah.
That's awesome. So look, how many racing drivers then actually stay in the business and actually get to own a team? It must be quite rare. Is that something you've always thought you wanted to do?
There's not many racing drivers that go on to be team managers. And I recognised 3 or 4 years ago that I'm not going to be a racing driver forever, but I still want to go racing, I still want to go competing. So the natural progression there is to become a team owner and still be part of the team, not just sit back and watch it all happen. I really wanted to be managing director, so I had an influence over the results.
What's awesome about motor racing is it's such a team sport. From the engineers and the mechanics to the guys managing the race to the driver. You're one team. Tell us about how important the team dynamic and culture is in racing.
For me, motorsport's more of a team sport than footy, and unfortunately sometimes I'm standing on top step of the podium as a driver looking like you're the Lone Ranger, but that's so far from the truth. There's just a wealth of people involved in getting these cars to the circuit and then going out there and trying to stand on that top step of the podium and win the event. There's 50 people in this workshop involved in 2 main series cars, 2 Super 2 cars. We've also got a GT program as well. Plus, we've just started a big manufacturing facility down the road. So we'll employ about 70 people halfway through this year and towards the end of next year. So for me, it's making sure that the people involved in the team, their livelihoods are secure for a long time to come. And that's making sure that the sport's strong, it's making sure that our team is strong and that it's viable. And we all enjoy going racing for a long, long time to come.
There you go. I hear you've been in business a while now. You opened a cafe 5-6 years ago, and how's that gone and what did that teach you?
As an athlete, you got a very front-loaded income stream. So for me, it was important to make sure that I maximised that opportunity when it was there, and to make sure that I had an income stream to pay the bills.
And you chose a cafe to do that?
Chose a cafe and a car wash.
A car wash.
Built a car wash on the Gold Coast, and I've just built my second car wash up here in Brisbane.
So it's a big year now in Supercars because you're moving to a whole new type of vehicle. So tell us a little bit about that.
They started Supercars in the mid-90s, and then that generation went really well up until 2012, and then a new generation car from 2012. Come 2023, it's time for a new vehicle, and we're just developing the Generation 3, brand new car, so massively excited about Gen 3 next year.
That's awesome. One of the things that we hear a lot from business owners is people. How do you think about hiring and retaining talent? You're going, I think, from 50, you said, to 70 people. So how do you find them? How do you keep them?
This is a big people business, massive people business. You're only as strong as the people within it, and on race day, you're only as strong as the weakest link as well. And it's about empowering everyone and getting the most out of them on the race day. Now that's different for every single individual. You can't have one model, this is how we're going to operate. It changes for everyone. And having diversity as well. Having 50 of the same people is nowhere near as valuable as having all different individuals with all different skill sets that come together as a team. Once you get that core group of people all walking in the same direction, we're all in the same bus together and want to achieve the same goal. The new recruits that come along jump onto that ethos and then that mentality, and we all walk as one.
That's awesome. Well, look, thanks for your time, mate.
No problems.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Cheers.
NAB, more than money.